Do you ever feel like there's so much you want to do and accomplish and experience in this fandom, and yet you just don't quite feel like you're able to do it? Like, there's so much that you feel like you can go out and just have so much fun doing, but you're missing something. You're missing one vital component, and if you had that, it would just fix all of your problems, right? If you just had the right, I don't know, fursuit, then you would suddenly become super popular, right? You would suddenly have all the friends you could ever need. You'd be super famous. You'd be invited to all the fucking sex parties, right? Right? Wrong. Clearly it's not that fucking easy. Clearly that's not the golden ticket. Clearly that's not going to fix all of your problems, although apparently, despite having made this point a million times, it's still fucking relevant, according to a, well, now deleted tweet about getting a big-time suit from a big-time maker wasn't the instant fucking rocket to the stars that someone thought it was, to the surprise of absolutely nobody. Now, hopefully, because that tweet's deleted, that means that they learnt that lesson, but just in case they didn't, I feel like it's only right that I do my civic duty and say, sorry, but no, a fursuit isn't going to fix all of your problems. And here's why. So obviously a lot of this tweet alluded to the fact that this person got themselves a suit and didn't really have much of a social life afterwards because the suit didn't do the work for them. So will a fursuit get you a social life? Absolutely fucking not. Why the absolute fuck would it? In fact, as much as people think that having a fursuit means it's easier to make friends, I actually personally feel like it's harder to make friends because you're putting on a mask, literally. You're putting on a character, literally. And people are only really going to respond to that mask and to that character. And if that's not you, then you're falling in love with something that's a complete fucking fantasy. It's a fairy, it's a fugazi, it's fucking nothing, it's fairy dust. It's that Matthew McConaughey thing that I completely forgot the words of. It doesn't exist, it's not real. And if that's what people are attracted to, then I hope you like portraying this character forever, because that's the only way these people are going to stick around. You don't want that, okay? This fursuit isn't going to just magically make you good at socializing, okay? If you're not making friends without the fursuit, what exactly is the difference maker of a bunch of foam and fur that's going to suddenly make you make friends? Now, I get it might make you look more approachable, it might open the door, and true, a lot of the very close people in my life have come into my life because of my fursuiting, because of my videos and that sort of stuff, but they didn't stick around because of that. That was how they maybe opened the door, but then when they looked inside and decided whether or not to step through, that was entirely me. Believe it or not, I know, I doubt it myself as well. So, no, you can try and get a fursuit for those reasons, but it's going to backfire on you, son. That's not how it works. This is a thing that you want that is based on genuine connection. If all someone really cares about is, oh my god, you got a fucking suit from that maker, I love that maker. Oh, this character is so cute and adorable. Great, well wait until they take it off. You won't fucking feel the same way then, because it's not the same thing, it's not the same person, okay? Gotta do that work your fucking self. There's no need to go and spend a couple of $1,000 fucking dollars on something which isn't gonna have that desired effect. Get a fursuit for other reasons, but not just for that one. Now, can a fursuit be a shortcut to fame? Sure, yeah, it actually can. It can be a pretty effective one as well. Like, it can be the thing that really helps you take off because it's very visual, people like looking at that sort of thing, and if you're good at acting through it, then it's definitely going to work. Is it automatically a shortcut to fame? Absolutely fucking not. No, you can't just put on a fucking fursuit and expect that you're done, okay? I've seen plenty of people in very impressive fursuits. Very cute, very fluffy, very adorable, very skillfully made fursuits, who just stand there and do absolute square root of fuck all with it. They don't put on a voice, they don't put on anything, and that's fine, they're okay, they're allowed to do that, and I'm not judging them for it, but, like, it's proving my point. It's proof that you can put on the greatest fursuit in the world, but if you ain't good in it, then it ain't gonna be good. And I'm sorry if that's a shitty way of saying it, but I don't really care, because it's the fucking truth, okay? I can put my fursuit on other people, and they're gonna do worse, or maybe they'll do better, but I guarantee you they won't do me. They won't do the same fucking thing, because it's all about who's in the goddamn suit, okay? And that's what really matters. And if you can't do it without the suit, then the suit will help you, but it's not going to be that long that you realise you can't really keep doing it in suit. I mean, I'm sure it's a very good boost for confidence and morale, but still, it's all about what you put into it. And again, getting a fursuit for clout or for fame, even from an amazing maker, like, do you know how many fucking fursuits there are? Do you know how easy it is to get lost in the mix? Like, it's not an instant thing. These are not rare things anymore. There's plenty of people with suits. Plenty of people who have spent a lot of money on suits. Huge suits, big suits, fluffy suits. The biggest best, most expensive shit. It's everywhere. It's a pretty saturated market. So why you'd think that just getting one is going to skyrocket you to the top? Like, it's a very packed fucking room, okay? Unless you're doing something truly fucking unique. And then even then, it's good for photo shoots and that's about it. So getting it for fucking fame even, and clout, it's just, no. There's better ways to do that. And that's by being, you know, talented, I guess, and putting the work in. Not saying that you're not talented if it doesn't work, but also, kinda. So another key element of this tweet was that it didn't seem to me like this person was doing any of the fucking work themselves. They were expecting the suit to basically be a shortcut, a golden ticket, to be that when they put this suit on, all of the work is done for them. And they were upset that they weren't socializing, that they weren't, you know, having people come up and instantly make themselves a big part of their life. And I'm just going to say it, they were upset that they weren't invited to some of the room parties, some of which potentially are lewd. And I'm kind of like, okay, but a fursuit isn't consent. We've made that point a lot in this fandom. A fursuit isn't everything. We've also made that fucking point a lot. And also, I'm sorry, but putting on a fursuit isn't really going to be the instant like, oh, that guy has a fursuit. Cool, he must want all of his holes resized. That's not how it works, sweetie, okay? Maybe people would have invited you. Maybe they looked at you and thought, hey, they look good. I'd like to put something in their orifice. I don't know how sexual people talk, but maybe they thought that. But you weren't open to that. You were very much not doing the work yourself. So they were like, well, we can't just, it's a bit weird to just walk up to a stranger and go, hey, do you want to come back to my room and get fucked? I get that that's what a lot of people are into, but they don't know that. And people aren't just going to go up and do that, I hope. So you've got to do this work yourself. If you want to be social, if you want to be fucked, if you want to have all of this stuff, you don't just put on a fursuit and stand in a fucking room and just, but where the fuck is everybody? That doesn't work, okay? You can do that all you want and you're going to have the same response. And getting pissy with people that they're not doing the work for you isn't going to get you the right response either, now is it? So my final point in this whole debate of, you know, getting a fursuit and it not being a skyrocket to everything that you wanted in life is that it's on you, bitch. No amount of foam or fur is going to do the work for you. No amount of fursuiting is going to make up for a lack of anything, really, apart from a lack of fursuit. And even then, like, you never fucking know. So it's on you to do the fucking work. If you want this sort of response, if you want to be popular, famous, invited to room parties and all of that jazz, then you kind of need to put yourself out there and do the fucking thing, okay? You can't just not and then wonder why it doesn't fucking happen. It's not going to do it for you. And, of course, the really funny thing about this tweet was that this guy clearly wanted a response, and he clearly wanted people to, you know, help him out and to be social and whatnot. And his idea of making that happen was, I'm going to bitch about it on twitter.com. Okay, that does not make you sympathetic. It just makes you look pathetic. Like, who the fuck is looking at that tweet and thinking, oh, that's such a shame. I want to be his friend. I want to go and make his dreams come true. I'll invite him to the room party. I'll fill his holes. Who's looking at that? And that's their thought process. It's not happening. People will see that shit and do the complete opposite of what you want them to fucking do. Like, I get it, you're upset and you want to vent that emotion and you're perfectly fine and valid to feel that way and do that thing, but it's not going to have the fucking effect you want it to. It's kind of a bit pointless, kind of a bit stupid, but hey, you do you. This is a thing that if you want it, you've got to go out and get it. And you can think that there are shortcuts to it, there fucking ain't. And if there are shortcuts to it, then I guarantee you that's not actually the thing that you're looking for. If you find people that only care because you have a suit, you've not found real people, you found assholes. And you don't want to stick around those people, don't worry, they won't stick around long anyway. Do the fucking work for the thing you want, and stop looking at all of this as the thing that will do the work for you, I guess, is my fucking message. So you have it, there's all my spiel, there's all of my preaching from the soapbox about why a fursuit isn't going to solve your problems. I've made this video a few times, but I still had more to say about it, because it seems like a very relevant point, and I feel like it's a point that's going to stay relevant, because in the cycle of the fandom and new people coming in and learning these lessons, it bears repeating, because new people will need to learn this lesson, and my videos are fucking old and they're not as good quality back then as they potentially are now. Video-wise, maybe I've gotten worse with talking, who fucking knows. But I still think it's a point that's very valid. It's very easy to feel like when you're lacking in certain social niceties and privileges that, you know, one of these will definitely help you. And I feel like it's very fucking rich that there's someone in a fucking fursuit who has benefited greatly from it. It's fucking funny that I'm standing here saying, no, you don't need one. But it's not a matter of need, it's a matter of, yeah, it helps, but it's not an instant fix. You gotta do the fucking work yourself, okay? Like, I can just put this on anybody and it will, you know, do part of the work, but it's not gonna do all of it. It's not gonna be instant connection. And plus, even if it was, would you really want the sort of people that only care about a fursuit to be the ones that are super important in your life? Because that's fucking vacuous and hollow. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did and you'd like to see more, then go and watch some more. And if you want to see more of my stuff, then there's stuff there. If you were only watching because the paws were on display, then good. Fuck it. That means that my very shameless tactic worked. But yeah, thanks for watching, I guess. And I'll see you at some point through this camera, which is only one way. I'll pretend I'll see you next week. Whatever. Bye!